Hello. So, I quite liked doing this last time there was a patch, so I figured, you know what, I'll do it again. Except this time I think I'm a bit more organized about it. And there's less stuff, so this is likely not gonna take 3 hours like it did last time. But the plan today is I'll check out the patch notes. That's gonna be the first thing. Then I'm gonna check, do a bunch of testing in-game, figure out if they've patched anything really important. Excuse me. And then I'll check out the content, play some escalations, whatever, and between all that, probably something completely different, because I will end up going off topic inevitably. Some of the off topic stuff is semi-planned. I have a couple of things, at least one thing I want to show. Oh, and also I'll show what important stuff, quote unquote, noteworthy stuff was in, what is that, the IOI monthly stream that they did yesterday, I believe. I created this monstrosity that is your meme running. Oh no. Oh no! That's the second time it's happened. Any Mountain Blade or Mordhau? No. Don't exactly strike me as the types of games I would stream normally. I streamed Mordhau once because I wanted to try it, didn't like it, and I streamed Mountain Blade as a side result of that. Regarding Legacy, ending 1, I don't know exactly how that works. To my understanding, you should be able to play Season 1, assuming you also have the bonus missions. But yeah, let's not press the enter key. Instead, let's switch to a different view, which is the May update. There wasn't a whole lot of things in this update, I think, so this probably won't take too long. Where is it? There. Also, props to IO. They were actually ahead of time with this update. Last time it was like 10 minutes late. This time I wasn't ready with the stream, and they were already tweeting like, "Oh, patch notes are done," or "Patch is done, servers are up." Like, all right, cool, thanks. So let's confirm that they really are up. I have another YouTube channel where I upload the VODs? No, but I upload stuff on my main channel. And yeah, the servers indeed are live. I upload, like, okay, not my random ass Hitman streams and that sort of thing, but if there's anything like a full run that's actually worth uploading, then I'll put that on YouTube. And whatever casual playthroughs I do, I have those on the same YouTube account in a playlist, but the videos themselves are unlisted. Anyway, what do we got? Menu optimizations. That is actually really good. One thing that makes the menu a tiny bit better, it's not the thing I would hope for the menus, but hey, I'll take anything. Let's see if there's anything actually noticeable. I would say that's noticeable. Although there is also some delay. Saving. Saving what exactly? Come on. I suppose it feels a bit faster, yeah. That's good. We fixed an issue where completing this one escalation would cause the game to disconnect. I wasn't aware that this was an issue. Okay. Sure. Fictions where in rare cases 47 could trigger the combat state in direct side of gods, but they would not engage in combat. Honestly, it doesn't seem all that important, because I feel like most people, once they are in combat, or at least most people who want to play the game decently, would just end up loading a save or resetting once they hit the combat state. And if the guards won't shoot, then I'm sure they will find some guards who will shoot. I assume it's not all of them. Or who knows. Fiction issue preventing assault assassin suit on the challenge from unlocking the final test. Let me check that real quick. Because I think I have that, so I don't know what that's about. Yeah, I get everything. I don't know what that thing is about. Sure, I guess some people had problems with that. Yo, Teslamint. Thank you for the resub. Oh, you did actually encounter it. Okay. It is a real thing then. That's good. That it's not a thing anymore. Fiction Situation 47 can get spotted from below from the... Oh! The fucking bathroom near Rangan's office in Mumbai. I know where this is. It's somewhat understandable how the guard was able to see you when you were hiding a body in a closet next to the window. You can kind of see how that would work, but at the same time it was really bullshit and obviously not intended. And it happens so often. That's a good fix. Small thing, but it makes that bathroom actually not suck. We fixed an issue where 47 could dump a body through a wall in his office in Mumbai. Who wasn't aware of that? Seems rather unimportant, because that's at least something you have control over, and compared to fixing the spotting issue here, it's your choice if you want to throw somebody through a wall, but getting spotted by bullshit, that's not up to you. And hey, Death Knight, thank you for the resub. Oh, also you couldn't even see that because the way it's scrolled. Ha! Here we go. But yeah, I was talking about this thing. We fixed an issue where NPCs could see through the train near door. Okay. That's one wall hack fixed. That's always good. Issue that could cause guards in Mumbai train yard and construction yard to suspend their routines. Seems rather unimportant, honestly, but sure. Oh yeah, this is like... There was an issue with the minimap. If you have these specific options on or off, then it looks a bit wonky. I'm not sure why you would want to have target indicators on, but NPC indicators off. But hey, if that's your choice, and you have fun. We made sure that completed escalations are marked as completed and check in all menus. This actually kind of bothered me, because yeah, they're marked correctly in all menus. Well, how about you just have one menu for them? Like, come on. You have game modes here. How about you add escalations right here? You only need one menu. They won't be cluttering every other menu in the game, and they're easy to find. What's the downside? Come on. Fiction is where flashy would not be placed in a hidden stash. Okay, that's good. Basic stuff, but good. Prevent NPCs from detecting Robert Knox's body when they saw if he was killed in a specific way. I would have liked it if they had specified what is the specific way. Because as it is, this doesn't really tell me what they fixed. And in Santa Fortuna, if you put a line of cocaine, it wouldn't have an effect on the NPC using it. Okay, that's something that should definitely work. Oh, just if you want to talk about how they could improve displaying something in the menus, then burn down the menu. It's a disaster. Just try again. There's little you can do to attempt to fix it. Just build it again from scratch, and you will probably get something better. Because this is obviously designed for Paris. I mean, that was confirmed when I was talking to them at Gamescom, that the menu was designed like this originally, so that when you open up this window, it doesn't look completely empty when the only map in the game is Showstopper. And now that there's like 15 to 20 maps in the game in total, or whatever there is, it doesn't really work anymore. They're still sticking with this showcase the Showstopper menu that they originally had. It's a clusterfuck. I'll try not to get into it too much, but I probably will. I just despise it. Maybe kill with sedative plus loud kill. That's something I'm gonna test once I get to the end of the patch notes. I actually have something like this lined up, which I assume you can read. Should be big enough. Test a whole bunch of shit. See how it works. So let's actually maybe confirm. Does this work? Yes, it does. Good. Actually prepared this time. Anyway, what else do we have? Well, players could not interact with contract search file on featured hub. Okay. I never heard about this, but that seems pretty big. How's the patch? Not much in it. It's a fairly minor one, I'd say. Added subtitle size and interaction prompt size. That's good. Like legit good improvement on the UI. Congrats. And thanks. I won't be needing it myself, but this is good. We changed the description of one challenge. Okay, great. Whatever. Who would even notice this had you not pointed it out here? May change to how XP action text is displayed to prevent it from taking up large amount of on-screen space. Oh, it's for Sniper Assassin. I was like, it doesn't really take a lot of space. But oh, okay, sure. Sniper Assassin specific stuff. And also Sniper Assassin. I did hear about this, where you would get stuck if you tried to skip the cutscene too quickly. So that's good. And ghost mode improvements. Fixing this to where some prompts and messages would remain on screen after accepting the invite to a match. Probably a good change. Honestly, I haven't played ghost mode since it came out, and the game crashed on me when I tried to play it. So I don't know all that much about how it is these days. We fixed an issue where players could activate the inventory and emote during the fly-in video. That honestly doesn't sound like an issue to me. Like, oh no! He was able to make an emote before the match started. Problem. Fixed an issue on Colombia Ghost Mode map where the ghost rate was incorrectly displayed in the cavern on 2 separate levels. Good, I guess. Fixed an issue where the game could crash when a player accepts the invitation. Okay, I had crashes, but I didn't have a crash there. Honestly, crashes seemed to be a big issue back when I did the last podcast. I think it crashed like 2 or 3 times during that one stream. It was a pretty bad sign. Although that may have been a driver issue, which should be resolved by now. I did update the drivers a couple of days ago. Change the text description of the ghost coin to make it clear that when it was being thrown by player A, a coin will appear in player B's world as a regular coin. I did not know this. Is this actually a thing that happens? Because I feel like I would have noticed this at one point or another when the opponent uses ghost coins. But I never noticed this. I always assume that it just makes a noise on that spot. It does happen. Okay. Should probably stick around to pick up the ghost coins then. Whenever the opponent uses them. We may change it to fix an issue that could cause opponent's image to not appear in the lobby. Whatever. What is a bit concerning about these ghost mode improvements is that they don't mention how in Colombia there were multiple situations where you could die, and as you respawned you would get stuck in the geometry. And nothing about that here. It's possible that it's still fixed even though it's not in the patch notes, but that was pretty major, I think. Would have been like at the top of my list of priorities for ghost mode. And PC specific stuff. Hotlines. Fiction issue where small gray and red lines could appear on the inventory and minimap HUD when searching texts. What appears on minimap? Okay. That's cool, I guess. I assume that requires some specific settings because I've never heard of this before. And known issues. Hey, the game still crashes. I think this has been in the patch notes for like how many months at this point? Let's actually check. Let's do a quick check. How long has this text been in the patch notes? Since you think December? Let's go check December. Oh, that's some game. Oh, that's January, I think. Let's check that out anyway. Oh, doesn't mention crashing here. It's not that old. Okay, February. There we go. It's only been in the game since February. Nice. Aware of inconsistencies between the SA rating and campaign mission and contracts mode. I am not aware of how this works, and it's kind of concerning because I will want to do the testing on what counts as SA in contracts mode. I think it might be that objectives completed breaks Silent Assassin. As in, you don't have to complete the optional objectives like kill someone while wearing the flamingo costume or whatever. That still kinda counts as Silent Assassin if you don't use the costume. Who knows? I'll do the testing contracts mode anyway and see what happens. And they are aware of the issue when dropping items needed for a specific exit contract. What? I would like a more specific description of this issue. If I played contracts mode, I would definitely like a more specific description so I could avoid doing it while it's a problem. Okay then. Yeah, the patch is like pretty bare bones, I'd say. Nothing all that significant. The most important thing in the patch notes, honestly, is probably this. And that's not saying much. Let's be honest. But you never know with IO, because these patch notes are always incredibly incomplete. So let's actually check out some more interesting stuff. I won't be going through all of this stuff that's listed, especially since Hardware, who compiled most of this, added a whole bunch of things I'm just not that interested in. Like, for instance, there's all sorts of accident KOs, and I'm fairly sure that testing one of them will be enough, and the rest are. We can assume that the rest are like they are. Okay, let's start from the top. What do we have? Try frontal KOs with melees and throws, because this was only changed in 2.21. I would assume that this won't work. Oh, that's a no. Ooh, I wish I could more easily show the thing on stream while I'm doing this, but I'll switch between a couple of tries. And this is probably also not Sound Assassin. It is not. I guess I'll KO from the side. That is not Sound Assassin. I think it's actually claimed that it was Sound Assassin here. Yeah, side melee KO is Sound Assassin here. I don't think it ever was. Because that's basically the same as frontal KO. It might just be that it depends on the animation, which kinda sucks. Yeah, that's definitely not Sound Assassin. Yeah, that's Barry's life now. What's next? Oh, leg shots. Let's try that. And that's not Sound Assassin. No changes to the leg shots, it seems. Yeah, that's the same as before. So basically... No! 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 Yes. Then we have stair stuff. There's no stairs in this area, I think. Flashbang plus melee, that's one I'm interested in. Actually, you know what, let's use the fish for this one. Oh! Just realized. I forgot something about the patch notes. Took a screenshot of it, because they leaked an item. Just realized. God, can I tab out of this damn game? Can I show this easily? How does this work? Good enough. We've moved the ICA electrocution phone from the explosives category to the tools category and removed the explosive device tag from the item for good measure. Yeah, okay. There's no electrocution phone in the game, but I can already tell that it's probably gonna be among the 3 most powerful weapons in the game. You do not unlock the electrocution phone. Not yet. But yeah, this is no longer in the patch notes. It was on the patch notes when they first came out. But yeah, that's a free accident on any target anywhere. It's insanely fucking good, to the point where I don't want to use it. And the thing that actually annoys me about this is that the explosive phone is so bad. It's a great concept. I like the idea that, oh, you can use the phone to get your target to go to an isolated area and then the phone kills them with an explosion. Like, that's a really cool idea. Or alternatively, you leave the phone somewhere, then you wait for the target to get isolated, and then you call him, and then he dies in the explosion. But they just fucked up the explosive phone by making it explode like it's fucking a C4 block. So it's either gonna kill everybody nearby, or it's gonna make such a loud bang that the body is gonna be found within seconds. If they just toned it down to be similar to something like a breaching charge, it would be a really cool weapon, and it wouldn't be overpowered like this thing. It's a free accident, because everybody can pick up the phone and get electrocuted. It counts as an accident every time, and anybody can do it. At least with the explosive phone, it counts as a kill. And it would count as a kill even if the explosion was small and usable. So now they have like the 2 opposite ends. It's like you have the completely useless fuck huge explosion phone, and then you have the super overpowered kill anyone anywhere phone. Can we have the middle ground of a phone with a small explosion? I'd like that. That would be a cool item. Oh yeah. Back to this. So, flashbang plus melee. I just remembered that when I opened the gear menu and saw some explosive shit. And that is still not Sound Assassin, which is really dumb. I'll try with the fish. I don't think it's gonna make a difference, but I'll try with the fish anyway. Am I a tester for IO? Might as well be. Oh, and also the grenade still locks onto the head. That sucks.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that sucks. Also, the game still tabs out when you... or pauses when you tab out, which is dumb as fuck! Oh, yeah, I guess we'll try it though. We may as well actually add some lines to the dock. Yeah, electrocution by tool is an accident.
Damn.
Okay, that's still Sound Assassin. Well, let's add some stuff here. Don't know about that, but here it is Sound Assassin. And this isn't. I think it should be. Suspicion, well, it's not that broken. Let's assume that being suspicious is still costs you Sound Assassin. I think that's a fair assumption. Same with found trespassing and spotted by NPC. Spotted by target. I mean, seems like a fair assumption that it still works. And in fact it does. You didn't even see that test, but there was nothing to see. Also, we can basically confirm. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do this right. Let's get spotted by an NPC. This is so confusing. What's confusing about this?
No.
Yeah, spotted. Great. No. Yes. Oh, the panic blindness shit. That's such a mess. Where people just become completely blind when you shoot at them. Oh, the way they make the rules. Yeah. Yeah, it's a clusterfuck. I'll talk about my idea of Sound Assassin in a bit. Because I actually got something to show this time. Oh. I don't even know where to test this effectively, honestly. Let's see first if there's something else I can easily test in this map. Oh, my head is in the way? Great. But yeah, panic blindness is... Actually, let's see this video. This kinda sums it up. You can't see the Sound Assassin tracker in this case, but... Oh, there we go. Sound Assassin. So, you know, it's a bit broken.
No, don't shoot me, please.
I'll probably test that a bit later because I don't really have a... Actually, I think I might know where to test it. We'll see in a sec. Let's check for bodies found first. Knocked out body found by target. Sure. Let's start with that. It should be fine.
Okay.
Well, that went well. Pro Hitman player right here. Do I want the game that hasn't broken stuff like suit only blood money? Not really. If there's some cool stuff, then yeah. I'd rather just have a good functioning system. Dude, can you not be blind? Yep, that still works. How about this? Because they changed the column to allow for found bodies. It no longer counts as a found body if you use an accident or tranquilizer. It's actually a pretty sick change. It still works. Okay. That's still a yes. Is this a separate thing here? Oh yeah, there's Dart KO. Which I feel like it should be the same thing as sedative KO, but I think there might actually be a difference in some situation. Oh, the fumigation thing is a separate thing. It's under my head at the moment. Oops, did not mean to do that. There we go. But yeah, the problem with these KOs is at the moment that if you KO a non-target, you get away with it. But if you KO a target, then somehow it counts against you permanently. It's kinda stupid. I mean, there's like no gold edition content at the moment. It's like one sniper map, and I think the sniper map is boring. Okay, let's see. Concussion multi-KO. Oh, right. I think I'm gonna have to switch maps at this point. Oh yeah, Dart KO on target. Actually, let's test that real quick.
Okay. Hey, you break it, you buy it. What?
Okay, that's still Sound Assassin.
Should I call a doctor? Hello?
I think I'm gonna have to head to Paris for the next view. Yeah, seems like a plan. Although I can test one thing real quick here. Just do I have to complete objectives to get Sound Assassin? So now I haven't completed the objectives. Technically this is not Sound Assassin, but the Sound Assassin indicator still claims it is. Let's see what the ending screen tells me.
Oh god.
So let's test this. I don't even know how to do this. It's like you open the inventory or what? Yeah, okay. Well, that works. Because you can skip holding the key to exit. Just open the inventory and then tap the exit key. Was easier than I expected. I've never done that before. Nope. objectives. Oh my god, did I not stream any of that? I'm a fucking idiot, by the way. Point is, I didn't complete the objectives. 4 stars, Silent Assassin. Well, that's still a thing. Which I'm gonna... Still an issue. And instant exit is definitely working. Just tested this, you couldn't see it. I'll probably use it elsewhere as well because it's a nice thing to do. Basically just open the inventory at the exit and then tap the exit key for a faster exit. We'll talk about the special assignments as well in just a moment. Probably, I don't know, before I dig into the roadmap. So you know what, let's check this first. Actually, no, I think Paris is still better. And what should I bring? Let me check the notes real quick. Don't think there's much I specifically need to test anything. Besides, like, this thing, and I guess I want to also have another gun. We can actually test panic blindness in here. Also, we can test this. Ooh, actually, I just realized there's some really fucking broken shit in this patch. Ooh, it's not even in the dock. Or at least in the previous patch. What am I testing with this, specifically? There's so much, suddenly. Oh, that body isn't found. Oh, did I actually get spotted? Oh, that sucks. But my god, there's like some really major things in this, or the previous patch, that were fucking busted. Let's try Tranquilizer plus Kill, because that used to get you away with anything, and it was so broken. As in... Where's my gun? Nice! I need 2 guns to test that, and I decided not to bring either. Some solid planning. But this thing... Silent Assassin. Alright, that's still a thing. That's a bit busted. There. Oh, actually that is in the dock. Dart KO plus target kill. Yes! That's major. Non-target accident KO plus target kills. This is a major one. But we'll get that in a sec. I think that's not... This one wasn't even the biggest one. It gets way crazier. Oh, also, before I forget, I'll mark down Fire Extinguisher KO was Silent Assassin. I just did that. Oh, also I could maybe switch to Death. Keep forgetting. I switch so often, I wish I could automate that.
We should really check that out. Go have a look-see, please.
Sure.
No. This is not a good place to test that anyway. What is this a good place to test? Oh, Panic Blindless. That's something I can totally try out. No? Because this is also pretty fucking broken. Well, this continues to be a thing.
Oh my god, help! Help! Oh my god!
Well, that works. That was Silent Assassin. I'll try with a normal kill as well. I assume accident kill will work, because in accident kills you would normally only get spotted. So I won't be testing that specifically. I will test just shooting her. Although I think even that is unnecessary at this point, because I keep forgetting. But yeah, that should be unnecessary since I was already able to demonstrate that they are able to find bodies, which is what would cause the Silent Assassin loss at that point.
Holy shit!
It was Silent Assassin for like a second, but no. No. Okay, let's go test the most broken shit. Oh, this also. This is also so broken. Like, you walk into a trespassing zone, the target spots you, while you're trespassing. You lose Silent Assassin. Other people become aware of you. And then you kill the target. And you get Silent Assassin back. Even like 3 people knew you were trespassing. So, ooh. What do I need for this? I don't even remember who the targets are, but they should be fine. Because I made this contract specifically to do this thing, and... oh boy! Did that turn out to be broken? Why would they add that? It's a generic pistol. Don't we have like 15 of those already? Wait, here's the fire extinguisher. No, it wasn't the knocking at witnesses that gave him Silent Assassin back. Those people didn't count as witnesses to begin with. That's the thing.
Man, I swear, these sort of things happen more to me than anybody else. Shit.
Nice. I don't agree with how that spotting works, but whatever. That's not what I'm testing here. Actually, let me try something a bit different. This might be easier. I don't know if it works.
Just look for a combination code.
Nothing happened. I was hoping somebody would get knocked out.
You gotta be kidding me. What are you, 5 years old? Use the trash can like a grown-up.
Staff wouldn't even know. Son of a bitch. Command.
Alright. One of them is knocked out. That's good enough. And now, possibly the dumbest shit. Silent Assassin, by the way. Until that guy spotted me. But no body is found. Let me confirm that. Do I communicate with the devs about these issues? I honestly can't be bothered anymore. I tried. I feel like I've done my best to help improve this game.
This is a what?
And at this point it's just a wasted effort. Oh, they're both knocked out, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Silent Assassin. Now let's see if it still stacks. It should. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't stack. And Silent Assassin. Yeah, if you knock somebody out with an accident who's a non-target, and then you go around killing targets, it doesn't count as a body found. It's incredibly broken.
My last gig was with a media tycoon based in Mexico City. All right, man.
I'm not sure if it works everywhere with perfect consistency, but I think the video speaks for itself. Also, this was the fast exit thing. You open the... and then you tap the exit key. Which saves like a half second on exit. I don't think that was a thing before the SA indicator. That says it all. Non-target accident KO followed by an accident kill. Still Silent Assassin. Doesn't work with the sedatives, I'm fairly sure. Oh shit, right. I don't even have any place to hide my tranquilizer gun. I'm not even gonna talk about the speedrunning competition. I hate the concept. And the game crashed. That's the first one in an hour. So the game is still unstable, it seems. That's nice. I didn't have the stability issues in launch. They only appeared like a couple of patches ago. I'm using DX12. And the latest drivers. Still very prone to crashing, it seems. I'm gonna call it very prone even if it's just one crash, because I've only been playing for 1 hour. And it already happened. No, I just said I dislike everything about the competition. I think it's misrepresenting speedrunning as a whole. It encourages grinding and it encourages hiding your strats. And I think those are the worst parts about speedrunning, and that competition is all about that. I think it's a terrible idea. I hate everything about it. And I'm glad I have an AMD PC. Hey, Manga. There. Took me long enough to find that. Don't think I need any equipment. I guess I'll take like a lockpick just in case. But yeah, this one should not work. Unless they somehow made Silent Assassin even more lenient as far as using bugs goes. No, I mean, people have been saying that DX12 is the more stable thing to use.
Hey there, chef.
I did not enjoy Mortal. I gave up on it quite quickly. Alright, that's Tranquilizer KO. And that's not Sound Assassin. Okay. So that still doesn't work. That's good. It's not that busted yet. Somebody else can talk about the competition. I don't want to give it any more attention. Just fuck it. Oh, sedative poison KO plus target kill. I assume this is still gonna work, but I'm not gonna test it. Oh yeah, knock a target out with an accident. That's something that should be tested. That one should not get you Sound Assassin. I could maybe do this. Ha.
Huh?
Was there even a fire extinguisher in here? I don't think there actually is. Is this even a way out? I don't know my Sapienza anymore.
Really?
Yeah, this works. I'll go upstairs to take the shot. Just to make sure I won't get spotted as I do it. Wait, did I get hosted by somebody? I think my viewer account just skyrocketed. Or maybe I'm just not paying attention, which is also a likely option. But hey, thanks for being here, guys. Anyway, let's test this thing. I'm expecting this to not be Sound Assassin. Did I actually miss? There we go. Well, even though he got knocked out as well, that already confirms it.
What?
I'll just mark it here. I know you can't see this, that's fine. I'm not marking anything interesting down. Just the fact that... I lost it. Fire extinguisher KO on target does not get you Sound Assassin. On non-targets, however, it does, which is very, very intuitive. Anyway, next up would be multi KO with a thing, you know, the thing. I should have a contract for concussion testing. Oh, and I gotta try mouse sensitivity while scoped in. Because that's preventing me from using sniper rifles completely. Oh, we already tested the fish pretty extensively. James Barry got attacked by a fish quite a few times. No silent assassin. Well, that's still fucked. And then I should get silent assassin back as I... Never mind! This was actually not the contract I thought it was. But it still proved my point, and the game crashed again. That's twice within 15 minutes. Yeah, somebody's saying that the X11 might be more stable. Let's switch to the X11. Goodbye frames. I mean, my frame rate is already kinda on the low side of things. Ah, here's hoping that AMD actually has something good on that front. Could really use a new GPU. Anyway, I think I already... I made my point. Navi is on the way, but is it any good? Remains to be seen. So, is there anything that stands out to you guys that you want to see tested? I could test out the stuff on stairs. I don't expect it to have changed. And I probably already have done this shit, but meh. Oh yeah, target quiet trespassing detection. You know what? I think I'll leave that to hardware. He knows exactly how to test it, even though it's a pretty interesting one. So considering how little has changed, I would assume that this is still a thing. Wait, I did test this, right? I totally did, with Barry. And the rest of these are various kinds of accident pacifications, which I assume work like fire extinguisher, as in no change there, but I won't fill in the form. Oh, right, explosion exit. That's worth trying. Explosion exit and sniper scope thing. Justin Mills, it's your time to shine. As usual. Actually, no, let's take the one with the biggest scope. Wait, it's the Ghost one. Ghost is the big one. Yeah. Although, I won't be using an explosive to test explosion exits. The point will remain the same if I use a pistol. But yeah, overall, I'd say that this patch is not changing, like, anything. As far as the stuff that was clearly broken goes. That stuff is still broken, but at least nothing else has obviously broken. Can I play around with the sniper here? I should be able to. That feels fine. That feels fine. That doesn't feel fine. So that's like, yeah, it's much slower than this. But like all the way zoomed in, this is unusable. This is the same movement as this. Or this. Not a big fan of that. Kind of ruins the sniping aspect of the game for me. Which kind of sucks considering the game has a sniper assassin game mode. Oh, Justin, please. What are my PC specs? GTX 970, Ryzen 7 1700. That's probably all you care about. Let's be honest.
Awesome.
Okay. Instant exit as he died. Is still Sound Assassin, as you would expect. I won't test the other ones, I assume they are fine. Okay, anything else that stands out to you? Because I feel like, oh well, I can fill this in. Nice centering, by the way. Yeah, 970 is kind of getting old, but what would I upgrade to? It's really difficult to justify buying a new GPU when I can still play just about anything at decent enough frame rates and settings. And anything that's a significant improvement is fucking expensive. Which is why I'm hoping that AMD has something lined up that is actually not fucking expensive, but is still a reasonable upgrade. Because Nvidia does not have that at the moment, if you ask me. Because I have no interest in ray tracing. Just give me a decent GPU without gimmicks. And I would get one. But apparently that's not a thing these days. And the best thing one could buy at this point is like a used 1070. Okay. But yeah, I believe I'm done with this testing. Not a whole lot going on here. Basically the same as the last patch. Like anything that changed, side melee KO. I think this was just incorrectly marked to begin with. So I don't think this was a thing in the past. And that's really the only thing that changed. And everything else is the same. Sums up this patch, really, I think. What next? Oh! I wasn't sure when to do this, but they had some things in their own stream that they did yesterday. We could check out whatever that stuff is. And talk about that.
Challenge pack. So we have Agent 47 taking on new challenges in Whittleton Creek. And as with all challenge packs, they come with an exclusive unlock where you can then take that unlock to any location. And if you haven't guessed already, it's muffins. So our next unlock that you can start this challenge pack tomorrow will be Agent 47 unlocking, I think it's 3 muffins. Looking at Clemens for clarification, I think it's 3 muffins. Pretty sure it wouldn't give you just 1 muffin. I think it's 3. Maybe it's just 1. If it's just 1, it's a really cool muffin. But you'll have a muffin or muffins to unlock through the Muffin Man Challenge Pack. And the Muffin Man Challenge Pack.
I wouldn't say that's necessarily more clutter, because muffin is actually a unique item. It's not a great unique item, but it's a unique item. There is at the moment no other item that you can bring with you to maps that makes people fall over when they get hit with it. Every other throwable item knocks them out or kills them. This one just makes them fall over. And there have been times when I wish I had one of these. Because I think you could potentially like have somebody standing on a pier, throw a muffin at them, and they fall into the water without you technically even knocking them out. Very, very specific use case, but at least it has a use case. So I don't object to this. Let's actually check out the challenge pack. I think it's out now because they delayed the what was it called? The Deceiver's elusive target, which was two ETs from season 1 combined into one, which is, again, I say, is a really cool idea. I want to see more of that. The funny thing about that is that they delayed it because the Undying Returns is still going on, and right as I saw that, oh, there's gonna be overlap between these two, as that was made obvious by the last roadmap, I think. I had to ask, like, can your menu UI handle 2 ETs at once? And we will never find out because it's been delayed. I kind of want to believe that the awful menus are part of the reason why it's been delayed. But yeah, let's check out the challenge pack. I'm not gonna actually play the challenges unless there's something really cool in them. But let's at least take a look. What do they include? That's not a good start. That's a non-challenge. That's busy work. Pacify all the servers, don't pacify Element Helen or West. If you also include stuff like no bodies must be found, then this could be an actual challenge, but as it is, it's absolutely whatever. Eliminate 2 agents disguised as gardeners. The incinerator while disguised as a server. Do not let their bodies be found. That is very specific, but alright. That's not a half bad challenge, but I wish that these don't let their bodies be found would just straight up be get found assassin as you do it. Although you would have to do a contract where they are targets, which is a bit inconvenient. But alright, that's... I feel like calling it mediocre is still giving it too much credit, but by comparison to most challenge packs, it's above average. Eliminate a target, blah blah blah. Whatever. Do it all. Oh, you only get one muffin, at least, judging by this. Could be wrong. Might just say one muffin. You might still get 3. 3 would make more sense. Uncover 3 clues. What is this? It's like, as if people don't hate getting the clues enough already. But yeah, these are kinda rubbish. That one's alright, but the rest are just junk. That's basically my expectation for our challenge pack these days anyway. No surprises there. Challenge packs suck still. Next up we have... Oh, please open in this tab. Oh, no, not in that tab. Let me try that again.
Escalation. Again, that's speaking of like legacy escalations, that one hasn't been released.
No.
And I think if we release it again,
April Fool's Day.
maybe we're gonna do a bit of tweaking.
No.
Just making another
To
target. And then you have to
legacy.
go back to 216
Additional
to actually play
targets.
yeah. Additional impossible targets, yeah. Again, that's speaking of like...
And they are talking about the Mallory misfortune, which is regarded as like the worst escalation in either of the games. And 2 things stand out about this clip. One, they've released like how many legacy escalations up to this point? Next to none. Or I don't know, maybe I've missed some, but I don't think there really were more than the legacy ones. Oh, there's like 1 extra here. 1 here. 1 here. There's like no legacy escalations. This is like maybe 10% of the legacy escalations are out. So for 1, could you maybe start releasing those? And 2, since you're talking about maybe modifying stuff like Mallory Misfortune, which I honestly thought was bugged when it came out because the targets were so unintuitive. Like, just start doing that with like every escalation, because the more recent escalations have actually been much better than the ones we had in Season 1. So you could maybe edit out some of the junk from Season 1 and improve them, because I feel like you could. And I think the ones that are out at the moment are some of the better ones. Although I think that one was kind of rubbish. But like, you don't have to think of new concepts, just think for like, how could this be improved? And cut down the number of levels, because 5 is really not needed. Just bring it down to 3, adjust any escalations that you're about to release as a legacy escalation. And they might actually be pretty decently received. Just saying. If modifying Mallory Misfortune is on the table, then maybe take the rest on the table as well. What do we have? Oh yeah, this thing is coming out.
I'm probably predicting this will not surprise anybody. The bank is releasing for owners of our expansion pass.
Woohoo!
So the bank is an entirely new location that is being added to the game on June 25th. And this is only for expansion pass owners.
Still no real info on how big the bank is and what's going on in the bank or anything about the bank, just that June 20 was 5th? Yeah, it was 5th. Which works just fine for me, because the one of the few games I'm looking forward to this year, The Sinking City, is coming out on the 27th. So no overlap there. That's good. Near the end of GDQ, I don't know the GDQ dates. I barely watch GDQs, or if I do watch, I don't really care what's going on in them. It's background noise. How much is The Sinking City? I don't know. I don't care. I'll get it anyway. But yeah, there's really not that much to say about the bank at this point. I'll probably play it when it comes out, and I assume it's gonna be pretty much like all the other locations in the game. We have 2 targets, 1 optional, or not optional, 1 objective, like pick this up type of thing. Around 8 or so opportunities and that sort of thing. Okay, we'll see. Oh, except the one thing that I did think was cool about this, and I pointed it out on Twitter, is that the Golden Handshake will be the 100th mission in the Hitman series. I don't think anyone else is keeping track, but I am, and I think it's cool. Although I will admit that part of the math is maybe a bit convoluted, because that's the 100 includes Codename 47 from Training to Meet Your Father, Hitman 2 from Anathema to Redemption at Gontrano. It doesn't include Gontrano Sanctuary, because it's not really a mission, I would say. From Contracts, it includes from Asylum Aftermath to Hunter and Hunted. It doesn't include the Training map, which is not even in the mission list, and I don't think it has an ending. Or if it does, then I never reached it. And from Blood Money, it's from Death of a Showman to Requiem. It doesn't include Hideout, probably for obvious reasons. Absolution includes anything from Personal Contract to Absolution, including stuff like End of the Road and what's the one where you get your new suit? But yeah, I did include those as they are included in the mission list. In the main menu, and they are not like the first mission that barely counts, or they're actually in the middle there. Perhaps a bit questionable whether they should be in, but they are in. And from the new games, I included Freeform Training and Guided Training as a single map. Then the other tutorial mission, all of Patient Zero, all of Hitman 2, Hitman 2016, including bonus maps, Patient Zero, but not including elusive targets, Sniper Assassin, Arrival, which is like the thing that boots when you first launch the game and you walk upstairs. That one is not counted, but everything else pretty much is. And with that math, we get to 100. And that's kinda cool. Whether you find that convoluted or not, up to you. I think it's the most logical way to include maps. Anyway, one more clip from their stream.
More reveals. Okay. Also on June 25th, more Cecil. This never
Oh my
ends.
God!
I said before that we have the
There's so
busiest month.
much. Yeah.
So we said everything about June 25th in the bank. Also, we have 2 special assignment missions. We've shown them for the first time on our content highlights roadmap, like the whole roadmap for the year. They are called Illusions of Grandeur in Mumbai, and we have Embrace of the Serpent in Colombia. And they're right, Nick, before you correct me, they're right. They are also releasing June 25th alongside the bank. And they are also only in Expansion Pass or Expansion Pack 1. So on that day, boom,
lot
new
of
location,
stuff
2
happening.
new missions.
I think Travis meant to say 3 new missions there. So yeah, those will be missions number 101 and 102. And I think that's kind of concerning. Because when they released the 2019 thing, this thing, I was like, I was thinking that, wow, they're really gonna pick up the pace, because up until that point they had released Hunt to Port, and Hunt to Port is still the only major content drop we've had this year. And we're only gonna start getting stuff like in June. But I figured, okay, they're really gonna pick up the pace because they have like a map per month, if we include special assignments and the sniper maps. But now that they're dropping the bank together with these 2 special assignments, it makes me wonder what kind of missions are these actually gonna be in terms of scale. Because they might turn out to be really tiny. Or at least smaller than people would expect. So I was fully expecting that they could be the highlight of each month that they're coming out in, but now they're just gonna be overshadowed by the bank. So I really wonder what the idea of releasing them at that time is. Yeah, I am expecting something like the icon, but at the same time I don't think I would be satisfied with the icon. At least not with knowing that icon only has 1 starting location still, which I think they should really do something about. If these also have 1 starting location, then I think they fucked up. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can call it sacrificing quality for quantity. Because if this was the plan all along, then I'm not sure what kind of quality we can expect from the special assignments. But I'm definitely toning down my expectations of those maps. Because I figured they're probably gonna be something like we had in Basin Zero, or the bonus maps. Or bonus missions. But when they're dropping like this, they're probably at least not gonna be a notable improvement over those. But that's just me being skeptical. Guess we'll see in like a month. Definitely not gonna be like the size of any main mission, but it is definitely concerning. Yeah, all the bonus missions have 1 starting location, and I think that's a big mistake that they should do something about. Because starting locations are the best thing that has been added to the series since the original, real Hitman 2 added a rating system. I love the concept. I think they add a ton to the game, and the bonus missions and Basin Zero just don't use that potential at all. Also, regarding that counting to 100 thing, I am not including Holiday Hoarders or Hokkaido Snow Festival, because they are not in the game anymore. Technically, I guess Holiday Hoarders is in Hitman 2016, but that's a really grey area. I don't know about contract mode. I don't play contract mode. And I don't think they have commented on whether Bank will have that. But hey, since I managed to sneak in a mention of the rating system in there, thing I wanted to mention, because I think last time I did this, and probably many other times as well, I've talked about how much I hate the rating system in Hitman 2, but also how I think I have a better idea on how it should work, but I've done a horrible job at explaining it. So I did the reasonable thing and actually made it. This is a proof of concept. It's a bit, the meter here is a bit jank, but I think this gets the point across as to what I think is a good rating system. Instead of having like the binary system like we have now, forget all about that. Here's how I would like it to work. You load into a mission, and you have 0 points, as seen here and here, but that's unimportant. This would be what you see as you load in the game. This would replace the current Silent Assassin indicator. You have this bar that starts at 0, meaning you have Silent Assassin, and goes up to 10, meaning that you go down to Professional. And then you start doing things like you pacify somebody and you get 1 point. That gets you closer to Professional. And then you could go trespassing. You still have Silent Assassin, but you're getting closer. And then at some point you trigger a fire alarm. And you're getting even closer to losing Silent Assassin. And finally you miss a shot somewhere and somebody notices a bullet impact. And now this meter is gonna break because it's not gonna look great. But what is gonna happen is that Professional is gonna become your current rating and move from here to here. And the next rating is gonna be here when I click on bullet impact noticed. There. And now with 11 points and at 20 it switches to expert. And then you just keep doing this shit. And your rating keeps dropping the more points you get. And it just makes so much sense to me. Then you finish the mission with whatever amount of points you have, and you can see this event timeline of everything you did, how many points you had, and you could also like check this mid-game if you really feel like it from a menu. Plus, you could really like fine-tune how this works by having stuff like, say you have a gunshot heard, and then you get caught on camera, so you're really close to losing Silent Assassin. But then you can like, okay, I remove the recordings, or back down to 3. And go in further. I don't remember how I balanced this. These point values of each action, obviously, very not thought through. But say you have a situation where you kill a target, but somebody sees you and you didn't notice it first, so you instantly go up to 7 points. You still have Silent Assassin, because not any single mistake will never lose you Silent Assassin with this system. But it just puts you on your toes, because you gotta be much more careful after you make that one mistake that's costly, like getting caught committing a crime. So you get to 7 points, but at that point you could have a situation where if that person who sees you commit the crime tells the guards, that's when you lose Silent Assassin, because that's another 5 points gone. Guards alerted. But instead of allowing that to happen, you're caught committing crime, but you don't want these 7 points either. So what if you eliminate the witness? You contain the damage by killing the witness with an accident. It's still gonna get you up to 5 points, but it gives you a reason to keep playing and try to contain the situation the best of your abilities. And I fucking love this idea. And why does no stealth game do this? Anybody making a stealth game, steal this idea I'll throw this in the chat, because you can play around with it if you feel like. You can probably break it somehow, it's very proof of concept. Yeah, in this concept, a witness and a civilian are two different things. Once somebody sees you, then they stop being a civilian and become a witness. Thank you, Aaron. That's what I was going for. Because one thing that every stealth game fucks up is having a system that people can understand. And I think having a system like this, a meter that you can see all the time, you can see it in real time, go up and go down. You can easily get a hang of how everything works. Plus, I listed a few reasons why I think this is fucking good. Still have a reason to stay stealthy after you mess up. Oh, you can't actually see this. God damn it! But yeah, because as it is in the current game, you get spotted, you lose Sound Assassin. What's the point of being stealthy anymore? In this one, you fuck up. Civilian killed. Oh, that's a big fuck up. Sound Assassin is still there, but you can't do like anything else. You can't even pacify people. And even if you fuck up more, like, oh, civilian killed, and his body was found, your rating is still professional. You still have an incentive to stay stealthy, to keep that professional rating. Avoid falling down to expert. Which I think already makes a system like this worth it. What else? Yeah, this meter makes it so much easier to understand, as well as a list like this. Plus, imagine all the possibilities you have while doing different kinds of more refined routes for the game. Because you can really start testing out more interesting strats. Because you know that, okay, I'm actually allowed to kill that civilian if I feel like it, if it's really beneficial to me. It's still Sound Assassin, but after I do it, I cannot even use like bullet impact distractions. Alright, yes, this is not technically a bullet impact distraction, but you get the idea. You have to be more careful with what you do, but you get to do more things. Yeah, and that's another thing that I have listed here. If you really feel like going in balls deep, then go for all zeros. No points at all. The system allows it. Without being like complete fuck you mentality of encouraging everybody to do it. But if you feel like doing it, it's there. Plus, yeah, it's very like tweakable. Things are easy to adjust. You can do so much with it. Fucking love this idea. Somebody steal it. I will play your game. Oh, also one thing that I have listed here is that unlike the current system, you can actually take into consideration multiple offenses in the same category. So you left 3 bodies lying around in the current game, that's done. From 20,000 points to 0 points. Whereas in this one it's like, 1 body found, that's only 4 points, that's fine. 2 bodies found, that's still kind of fine. 3 bodies found, well, now you're done. There goes Sound Assassin. I haven't thought of a single downside to this system yet. I'm looking forward to people pointing out like a million of them. Because I would like to design this further, just as a concept. Yes, this could open up such funny moments when you're doing math during a playthrough. Especially when you can still do that moment when you're like, do I shoot this non-target who is a witness, or do I try to catch up to him and kill him with an accident for that 1 extra point that gives me? No, I don't think this is replacing a scoring system. I think the scoring system is a whole another topic, and I am far less interested in that one. Time has no room here, if you ask me. And yeah, this does prevent knocking out half the map, because you are basically limited to 10. Because in the current system you couldn't even take into consideration small things like pacifications. Whereas this one allows punishing the player accordingly depending on what they do. Oh yeah, I mean, the Slayers system was super basic. That was added in like a week after the game came out. Probably less than a week, actually. But the fact that it even had a rating system, I gotta respect that. Maybe also respect that because I gave him the idea. Am I gonna make a YouTube video about this rating system? I'll post this whole stream to YouTube. I don't know if it would have to balance from level to level. Because some levels can be harder than others. There's nothing wrong with that. You dislike the linearity of it. For example, never spotted. Yeah, that is one thing that could be considered. Like, but I'm thinking that could be fixed by having some kind of like sub ratings. Like, I'm mostly thinking this as a positive reward. Say, if you want to kill all of the targets with a battle axe, then you could have a professional and some battle axe specific sub rating, and that sub rating would not be tied to any of these actual ratings, and that would just encourage alternative playstyles. And I think that could also be used as a negative thing. Yeah, I think this could work for Sniper Assassin as well. And this is something I've made. Yes. I'm glad I took the time to make it, because for one, it was fun. And for two, people might understand what I'm talking about. And hopefully somebody steals this idea. But yeah, I'll post this app and this video on YouTube and Reddit and wherever. But yeah, that's that. If you have any feedback on this, especially like constructive, negative, what you think might not work, let me know. Yeah, you could penalize leaving items. You can really count anything with this system. Yeah, balancing is the difficult thing. But the thing is, that is something that you can tweak infinitely. And the system really does allow it. But yeah, that's enough of that. As there's some actual official content that's probably something, you know. Something that isn't my janky React app. God damn it, I'm proud of that janky React app. Like patch notes. Question about the roulette. Does placing items down with tab also count as throwing items as distractions? Up to you, man. I'll leave that up to the player. Whatever is fun. These are update notes. I was supposed to open the roadmap. Okay, what do we have? Challenge pack. I think we talked about this challenge pack last month. Ah yes, it is... The system is actually very inspired by the contract system. Not so much Blood Money, actually. Blood Money has some same issues as the current system. But contracts had the issue of... technically a decent system, but it's so... obscured from the player that it's difficult to understand. And I think I fixed that issue with my system. Going from being all hyped about explaining my own system to this disaster. God damn it. But yeah, the Undying Returns, that was a fucking disappointment. Because I said last stream that if the Undying Returns is a new mission with a new route and new dialogue, all new stuff, then that's fantastic, because Undying is great, the mission is fantastic, it's probably the best elusive target. Not even probably, it is the best elusive target, if you ask me. And I want more of the Undying. But I also said that if it's the same mission, they fucked up. And they definitely fucked up. Yes. Oh, good God. Why would you release it like that? If you have Sean Bean, make good use of him. It's honestly amazing how they made the best elusive target by far. Probably the best target in the series, one of the best characters in the series. And then they just throw him in the trash, basically. Yeah, you could do something like that, Henry. That is one way to handle sub-ratings in that system. But I would rather keep it as simple as possible. And I think linearity helps in that regard. Because being easily understandable is a very important thing in a rating system, in my opinion. And the more stuff you start adding to it, the more confusing it gets. So at least for starters, I think that system is good. Not even good. I fucking love the system. It's great. So fucking proud of it. But yeah, fuck this. Escalation. Yo, I'm actually gonna play the video game now. Can you believe it? This name says nothing to me, but let's actually play a video game. And probably end up talking about the rating system as I play. Already! Fail! I have 2 rules for escalations. 1, if you are able to copy the escalation in the contracts mode, it's failed. This one doesn't count. Fail. No. And rule number 2, if you can complete level 2 or follow the level 2 objectives in level 1 without even knowing the level 2 objectives, you have failed. It should not ever be possible under any circumstance. What am I supposed to use to kill her? Just maybe check that. Amputation knife, okay. Oh yeah, I get what you were saying about your subsystem thing. And I think it could work, but I'm not gonna start expanding this system to that. That would work completely differently. Since there could be so many different sub-ratings.
Your vitamin and rehydration session has been delayed. More information will follow.
Whereas the actual how well did you do ratings would be completely linear in any case.
Knox's phone number. I heard him arguing with that Kronstadt lawyer earlier. No, didn't have any luck.
I'm telling you.
What? Why is this not Silent Assassin? I don't care if you don't get anything for beating them. I just want to see if there's anything actually new in them. That's what I'm most interested in. Because I feel like it, even though I have lots of issues with escalations, I think they are the game mode that... Oh, there's a dude over there. They are the game mode that has a chance of offering something something new and unique.
No, didn't have any luck. What? Please don't.
I'm telling you, Miss Knox is going to be pissed. I did the
There we go. There's a crowbar over there.
She's got a bad case of intermittent explosive disorder.
Or Dr. Sorensen. First he almost loses a patient to a seemingly harmless...
Let me just repeat some ground rules.
Sorry, I can't let you through. Unless someone's dying or a fire.
You gotta cover as much ground as possible. Very suspicious.
I don't know why the amputation knife is there to begin with. Yeah, that level was pointless. This is also pointless. This could be completed in contracts mode. So, fail! That's 2 out of 3 gone already. I don't even know who the other guy is. Oh, sorry, don't know if that made an awful noise. Is there a container in here? Of course not. Where are all the containers actually? Oh, that guy. Containers? There's like no containers in here.
I'm telling you, Miss Knox is going to be pissed. I did the pre-race checkup on her.
Really? Where are all the containers? There's one. Was expecting there to be much more.
Let's just hope he doesn't somehow screw up the revitalization.
Nothing on this side either. Huh. Okay.
I know it's just a simple injection, but given his track record...
I'd already... Oh, well, there's one. There's one. I guess I'm just knocking out both of them, whatever.
Huh? Look, please. I get it. No problem.
Also, in case it wasn't obvious, I'm not doing any sort of speedrun thing here. my god. Can I have my knife back? Okay, there we go. That was slightly concerning for a second. I was fairly sure that the knife would automatically come out of the box. Wow, you're like not close to a single container. Whatever. Let's at least go pick up the crowbar while I wait. Am I actually gonna have to drag him all the way around? Is that gonna be the thing?
Yeah, Trevor Jones just wants to put California behind him, get on it, stay in the race for as long as possible, and then who knows what might
I cannot accept when people are just throwing things around like this. Find out what the hell is going on. Please.
I don't feel smart for doing this.
getting your car to cover as many miles as possible, no matter how burned out, beat up it may be.
Oh, he's coming this way. I think there's a container like outside of this wall, or inside this room. Can't use it right now. Note that it matters. This is right here.
So that's Bruno Diaz. Came in third last year on this track. He'd want to do better this time around, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see him on the podium at the end of the day. For newcomers to endurance racing, let me remind you that
Yeah, that's 2 levels. Neither was particularly good. I mean, neither counts as an escalation level in by my criteria. Hey, Hatch. Some things have been moved, okay. And a new target. At least they're adding a new target every time. Depending on what this does, then not all is lost. Which are some of the best escalations out there. The recent ones have been good, overall. They've had some good ideas. Like the one in what was it? Santa Fortuna, and the one in Whittleton Creek. I think those had good ideas. Oh yeah, right, there's an ambulance exit that I keep not using.
Attention Sierra Knox. Your vitamin and rehab
Oh, well, that container is gone.
information will follow.
Which just means I'm gonna use this one instead. That's really not that big of a deal. And that third target is who knows where.
So did Dr. Sorensen manage to get Sierra Knox's phone number? I heard him arguing with that Kronstadt lawyer earlier.
No, didn't have any luck.
Fuck it, I'll just use the same fucking strat. Oh. That's the baseball.
It's in hand, yes? Huh?
The Cody paradigm sadly is not in Hitman 2, at least not yet. I wish it was, because I think it would work much better in this game than in
I don't want to have to call somebody.
Hitman 2016, in which it's currently pretty much broken. Wow,
Huh?
the objective markers are really kind of broken.
Find out what that was.
Having more than one line doesn't really work.
There's nothing here.
Actually, heck, that's,
There is still plenty of time left, folks. And
that works.
it can happen.
I'm telling you, this doctor's gonna be pissed. I can see right through him. Well, let's just take it like that. Ta-da!
I guess I'll wait for him to come close again. I didn't trigger the conversation? Okay, I did. And now neither of these guys are anywhere close to a container. Okay. I assume there has to be a container around here somewhere. Or perhaps not. That's cool. In here? Do I have to go all the way down here for a container? Am I just missing a container? This is gonna be a drag. Oh, there's a container at least. What a fucking clever strat I have here. And he walked away, nice.
Don't forget, the secret of endurance racing is to
Oh yeah, I don't know why the picture-in-picture appears where it does.
this race is
Overall, I just find it really annoying when it blocks the objectives. And that's not even an important thing. I just find it annoying. It just doesn't feel like there's a reason why it would be right there.
real champagne from the Easter
For real? Okay, okay. I'll go check it out.
Exactly. Think I'm insane? Of course I'm gonna stay right here.
There's really no containers in here.
Huh?
Behind the pink tent. That's kind of far away. So is the one I'm going for, but fuck it. Oh yeah, I actually specifically brought the syringe, and then I just didn't use it. You know, I'm a washed up has-been. I don't know how to play Hitman anymore. I should maybe actually kill him. He's a target. Oh yeah. Faster reactions on distractions. I would love that. Just slows down the pace of the game so much when they take like 5 seconds to respond every single time. Oh yeah, these days I can't claim to be good at this game anymore. I'm just backseat developing. Pretending I know something about game design. Criticizing every tiny thing I can. And making my own proof of concept rating systems. Just gonna have to wait for him to come back. No, I'm not gonna apply. We did talk about that at Gamescom, but nah. Don't think it's for me. I'm happy with my role as far as Hitman goes, which is I'll be the cynical asshole on the internet who thinks he knows what he's talking about.
Don't forget the secret of endurance.
Such is my place in this world.
This race is not over.
Zulu, take point.
Roger that.
Really? You're a medic. Would you say that?
I don't see anything.
See the grip on these babies? It's just so strong. Drive straight up the wall.
Hello? Is anyone there? Who's throwing stuff around? Why is that happening?
Nice timing, by the way. I don't know if this window is see-through. Yeah, just ask him that, 47. Through the window. Yeah, hey, I'm happy with being that cynical asshole. I think the community needs one. Because whenever IO releases something, it seems like everybody gets super hyped no matter what it is. It's, I gotta be the one who says it's actually not that great. Balance it out. And then tell people how it could be much better. And then have nobody agree with me. Ooh, that was a rather weak escalation. Not a fan. This is the worst one of the recent ones, easily. Yeah, I tried to offer solutions. I feel like if I can't at least point out why I think something is bad, then there's no point in pointing out that something is bad. And if I can even point out how to make it better, then great. I'd like to be able to do that. Yeah, that's that. What's next? Challenge pack! Okay. Which unlocks an edged weapon, of which we have like 15 of. Woo. Someone was saying that the muffin was more clutter in the inventory. No, the muffin has unique properties. This one doesn't. This is clutter. But let's check them out. Again, I won't actually complete the challenges, I'll just see what they are. We got... complete all of them, okay. Like, you have this shit, that's not a challenge! This is effectively just pointing out, did you know that you can knock people out with aquariums? It's not a challenge, it's a random insight. It's a fun fact. Except it's not that funny. Or it could be if it wasn't a challenge. Challenge. Tanto is concealed though. Yes, so are... let me actually take a look. How many do I have? I haven't unlocked like half of the items. I can't even find them. Gear. No, is it in weapons? Melee. That's concealable and illegal. That's concealable and illegal. That's concealable and illegal. That's also concealable and illegal. I have 4 of them, and I haven't unlocked about half the items in the game. Tanto is not illegal, really? The Tanto is not illegal, but the ice pick is. I'm not gonna question that. Whatever, whatever. Oh, where was it? Here. But yeah, that challenge is bad. Eliminate the target with a katana while wearing their suit. Nobody's found. That's an actual challenge. Again, like with the muffin thing, I wish this was Get Found Assassin rather than Nobody's Found. But yeah, that's actually alright. More of this, less of this. Also, in this case, you could actually have Silent Assassin as a requirement, since you are meant to kill a target. Whereas in the muffin thing, you were supposed to kill 2 specific guards who were not necessarily targets. Uninstalled at least 4 times. How many times have you uninstalled Colorado specifically? Contained explosion. Eliminate a target in an explosion. Don't kill or pacify anyone else with the explosion. That's hardly a challenge, really. If there was more to this than just don't kill or pacify anyone in the explosion, then maybe, yeah, if you were not allowed to kill or pacify anyone else, period, at all, then you might have a challenge in your hands, but as it is, it's pretty bad. Nothing too great about that. And that's just shit. Allow me to refer to something. Hold on. I think I should have something ready. Or do I not? Oh shit, did I not add that to favorites? I did not. Oh my god, I fucked up. Because they did make a note about how we don't want many challenges where you have to kill a lot of non-targets, because that kind of goes against the spirit of the game and it's not fun. And what? Really odd explanation. To a good move. Removing some of the challenges that they did remove was good, because they were really bad challenges, but stuff like this is not much better. Yeah, another weak challenge back with one pretty alright challenge. 1 out of, say, 4, I'm not gonna count this one at all. So yeah, challenge packs continue to not impress. Featured contracts. I still don't play contracts mode. I do not see the appeal. The only time I play contracts is when I'm testing something. Good for those who do care. I don't get it, but that's just me. And another escalation. Also, I must point out, now that I still remember, the name of this escalation. Ah, what? I think they've been doing good with escalation names recently, but this one just, I don't get it. Maybe they should make them a little less obscure, so a filthy non-native English speaker like myself doesn't need a dictionary to understand what the words mean. But yeah, like the Delgado larceny, that made sense. I actually remember that name. Well done. And then you had the Whittleton Creek one, which I don't remember the name of. Nolan Disinfection. I remembered it because it makes sense in the context of the mission. This one, ask me again in like 20 minutes, I won't remember it. This one might make sense, let's hope. All about this guy's gameplay. Already promising. Synonym for morality. Okay, I guess a medic killing people. Kinda. That's a bit of a stretch. Sweeney Todd reference. Okay. It's a bit of a stretch, I'd say, compared to the others. Anyway, let's play this one. Oh, also, I never played this one, but I've seen the what the objectives are, and I think this is a cool concept where you have to just push people down the elevator shaft. I think that's a great concept for an escalation. The name, though, is again what the fuck. Evacuation, I guess I can kind of see falling down an elevator shaft being a way to evacuate, I guess, but still, could you go less obscure with these? I think it would really make them more memorable. Any method dancer. Dancer, Queen's Guard, and Thug disguise can only be worn once and for 60 seconds only. Laundry worker disguise can be worn only once. Textile worker disguise can be only worn once. You don't see that in contracts mode, so already better than the previous one, by far. So those disguises seem to refer to laundry. What shall I bring? Sure. Oh, it's that guy.
I don't think I know
Well,
you.
this is a starting location. I don't think I've used this before. Is this in the main mission? Or has this been adjusted for the escalation? Yes, it's in the main mission. Oh, fuck me. Why would that? That's so dumb. Like, just dropping the cloth there takes such a long time. I would say this is worse than Hokkaido Morgue. I'm not a fan of that one, but this is worse. Where's the disguise? There's like a dancer outfit somewhere in here. I'm fairly sure about that. It's like down there. Oh, there. I'm just blind. I have no plan on how to kill him. I'm just taking the disguise like an idiot.
Poor guy had no idea what he was interviewing for, did he? Didn't even know he was going to be working for Shah.
I don't have any explosives here, do I? No.
What?
Well, that works. I'm not sure I can actually kill him, but you know, I'll try. Where's the closest exit? That's the next question.
Do you know what we should do with the fetch?
I
don't want
legit don't know. Can't even see the exits on the map, which is always wonderful.
Stay. I have no idea.
Pick a direction and run. Yes, I'm going to ESA. I won't be playing any Hitman there though, but I will be at ESA. Alright, that was a decent level. Decent start. Okay, so same rules but another target. Is this Queen's Guard? I actually don't know what this is. It is, thank you. I already hit the exit and there's nothing I can do at this point.
Hold on. Have I seen you before somewhere? Very marky. Hold it.
Who else saw me? Come on.
It came from over there, right?
That should have been
Can you go
clean.
see?
I killed the target. And he was the only witness, as far as I could tell.
Can you go and ask one of the guards if we can have half an hour? Look, I already did that. He said the former had a... I asked if I could talk to the first. Not about it. Malum hai. Tell me about it.
Telepathic dickheads. Makes sense. Dude over there. I don't have a plan for him, but I also don't have coins. Oh, I do. Never mind. We're good. Took that a bit soon, but whatever. Dude, look this way! Oh, you suck. You suck, dude.
Do you mind checking that out? How are we supposed to know what we do next?
Out of time already. Can I jump down? Like... Ooh, I don't think I can.
Hey, Shane, who the hell are you? I work at here. Alright, smartass. I know you heard me. Hey, you! Oh, bitch. You're really pushing it here. Wait! Please, no!
Man, this beginning really sucks. Or this starting location, I guess, really sucks. Never realized it was this bad. course he's not checking it out.
Okay, stay put.
Thank you.
By all means.
That works.
He said the foreman hadn't given permission. His man, I asked if that was possible.
Please don't see the body. Fuck you. I'm continuing.
Hey, yeah, I just found someone.
I sadly don't have the Krugermeyer unlocked. So I'm kind of stuck with this. Oh, you can't go through here. Can you? Ooh, you can.
He's still in the office. I know Miss Shah is supposed to meet with him. I just heard his face. I'm gonna help him right now. Stand by.
Really wish I had a quieter gun.
Come on, man. Catch you, take it.
Little people like
Oh my god. 11 out of 10 AI right there. Also, yeah, in the previous attempt at the corner, I did see the subdue icon pop up. Oh, you already hit the key. I did see it pop up, but I intentionally did not press it because I do not trust corner takedowns. I feel like they have like 60% failure rate, so I just don't go for them ever. I typically don't like using syringes. Find them to be a bit cheap.
Where did you leave the costume for Dawood Rangan?
Alright, let me have a look around, okay?
Oh, I took care of it already.
I mean, I
was a rush on it.
didn't really have enough time to continue anyway.
And you took extra care.
And by failure, I mean...
The man who dropped it off said it was supposed to be used in the movie.
I mean, you just punched him in the face instead.
I don't want to get on Rangan's bad side. It's neatly folded upstairs. Don't you
Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me?
Alright, Shade, you stand back. I'll see what's going on.
got it.
I suck at video games.
He said the foreman hadn't given permission.
Engaging! How are you investigating this? Stop! What the f—
Hey, you!
Why would you do that? What did you hear? Ah, I wish I had the Krugermeyer. But it requires Bangkok level 20. I don't want to go to level 20. Ah. Love having to reset instantly because of a bad starting location. Maybe you should just start from the train yard, just to avoid that. It's gonna be a longer run overall, but at least I can actually play the video game for more.
I am not.
That's a good idea. Let's do exactly that. This is ass. It's so fucking dumb. Yeah, I should get the Krugermeyer, but I really am not in the mood for playing this game these days. I'll play it once a month like this. And that's good enough. Feel like in that time I get what it has to offer to me.
Where did you leave the costume for Dawood Rangan?
I can't find it. There was a rush on it, so I watched it when it came in this morning. It's drying upstairs.
And you took extra care with it, right? The man who dropped it off said it was supposed to be used in the movie.
Sure.
Of course.
I don't want to get on Rangan's bad side. It's neatly folded upstairs. Don't you worry about it. Do you know what we should I don't want to make a mistake.
Of course he heard that. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my.
Oh, I need the Krugermeyer.
Why are you dragging
This is
her
so
around
dumb.
force?
Or rather, I should just pick up some melee weapons.
Okay.
Work with those.
Hey. Hey, hello there.
Is there actually any lethal melee here? Spaghetti will do.
Where did you leave the costume for Down? Woodrangan. I can't find it.
It was a rush order, so I washed it when I came in this morning. It's drying
And you took extra care with it, right? The man who dropped it off said it was supposed to be used in the movie they're shooting in the town.
Now, Bangkok is actually a really boring map to go for level 20 on. That's why I can't be bothered to do it. The first 3 maps are good for a level 20, but after that it really gets kind of dull. There. Just don't shoot. If you don't have the Krugermeyer, then it's not worth shooting. Are you for real?
He's still in the office. I know
He's not even checking it out.
and talk about how to make you lazy. Let's do more. But so far, he hasn't come out.
Who are you calling?
कौन बोल रहा है? Think I just heard something.
I'll fucking... Oh, I can't take it because I don't have time to take disguise because... Okay, this is kinda annoying.
Hello.
That's now 2 times that guard just has not responded the way he should.
I can't find it anywhere.
I took care of it already. It was a rush order, so I washed it when I came in this morning. It's drying upstairs.
And you took extra care with it, right? The man who dropped it off said it was supposed to be used in the movie they're shooting in the town.
Of course. I don't want to get on Rangan's bad side. It's neatly folded upstairs. Don't you worry about it. Do you know what we should do with the pension? I don't want to make a mistake.
It is amusing that I actually have to use the spaghetti can to kill him. Is there any non-lethal, or actually lethal melee items in here? Can I get away with just... I don't think I can get away with whacking me in the head here.
I haven't met the new foreman. Seems better than the last one.
You are...
I really hope there's no booth here. That's some creepy shit.
You're fucking kidding me. How long are you gonna take? I'll take it. Because that guard is an idiot. This does not lead to where I expected.
I don't think I know.
Yeah, I don't know you either. Nice. I like this. And just another target as a thug. I don't know where you get thug outfit from. Okay. That's useless. I'm expecting this to not work.
Hey!
Where did you leave the costume for Dawood Rangan? I can't find it.
Oh, I took care of it already. There was a rush on us, so I washed it when I came in this morning. It's drying upstairs.
And you took extra care of it, right? The man who dropped it off said it was supposed to be used in the movie they're shooting in the town.
Of course. I don't want to get on Rangan's bad side. It's neatly folded upstairs. Don't you worry. Acha, do you know what we should do with the fetching? I don't want to You please go see what that was. Okay, I got it.
No, I want the spaghetti.
Shade, you stand back. I'll see what's going on.
Sure. I don't wish to get involved. The new foreman
You need to show yourself, whoever you are.
left the office since he got here.
Oh, no. That's not it. I was up there in the office. One of the guards told me that Rangan.
No, where's a tug outfit and who's to target? This guy. As a thug. You know what, let's find the tug outfit first. It's gotta be... is it here? Is that it? Oh, well, that's simple then. Yeah, I was planning on placing a weapon, but I don't know where he's gonna take it. I know he's already gonna go back there, and that's a super easy way to kill him.
People like us don't
Like that, there already is a weapon here.
Stay here and have a cigarette or something, huh? I'll be right back.
Like that.
by all means.
Okay. Well, that was simpler than it first seemed. Yeah, that's an alright escalation. Definitely better than the previous one.
I'm sure it's
go again. It's decent, not great, not awful. Doesn't really stand out. At least there's a theme going on, and the theme extends all the way to the name of the escalation, so I can respect that. And you don't need a dictionary to understand why the name works. So yeah, as far as this month's content goes, I think that was the best one. Let's confirm. Because this challenge pack sucked. This ET is great, but the fact that it's the same repeat sucked. This escalation was pretty weak. This challenge pack sucked. I don't know anything about this. And this one was pretty alright. Kind of weak month, not gonna lie. But I'm expecting the next one is gonna be a bit more content heavy with the bank coming out at least. So I would say it was a quiet month in Hitman. Patch notes didn't have anything major. The highlight of the patch notes still. We fixed an issue where Agent 47 can be spotted from below when in the bathroom near Rangan's office in Mumbai. Highlight of the patch notes for me easily. And still upcoming Legacy Elusive Target, which I think is a really cool idea, but is not actually coming on this day. It's coming out sometime next month. But I do dig the concept. I may even play it, even though it's not at the correct time of the month. Also, yeah, must point out, the game hasn't crashed since I switched to DX11. So, might just be that DX12 is the cause of the problems. What else? Game update, we went through that, and the live stream, we went through that. And that's about it. Do I have anything else lined up? I have some generic stuff I could shit talk IO about, but you know what? Can't be bothered right now. Don't feel like shit talking more after going through this, and that's rather petty and generic what I have over here. Don't feel like being that kind of asshole at this point. So yeah, anything else? Anybody? Anything comes to mind? I feel like I've gone through everything there is to go through this month. At least I can't think of anything off the top of my head, and I guess I can check if they answered any interesting questions in their Q&A. So I do have this thing. It's the Q&A from monthly. Will you get the wetsuit? I don't care! What about Legacy Challenge Packs? Yeah, probably. It's like the typical response in the live stream was, yeah, probably it's a matter of time. It could be done, stuff like that. Nothing concrete, so it's really nothing too interesting there. Legacy escalations. Yes, sure. When? Which ones? Will they be changed? Who knows? Female guards. That would... like, the first thing I think of is that would, like, double the number of voice lines that are needed. But yeah. Don't really think that would be a good use of resources. Muffins failed to knock people out was a late decision. Alright, that's cool. What does greed kill the June theme mean? What do you have a bank? other maps supposed to get contracts mode. Okay, cool. I don't play contracts, but cool, I guess. Biggest map in Hitman 2 is Hawke's Bay. Heck yeah! When you look at just the size of the area that you can move around, and then yeah, sure, it makes sense. Maybe that's not how we should calculate this. Why has music vanished from Ghost mode? Honestly, never noticed that it vanished. I think it was said during the stream that it vanished a while back. I never noticed. Could be that I never played since that happened, but also could be that there's a lot of other stuff, a lot of other stuff going on in Ghost mode. You don't just notice the music. At least I never did. What happened to the class? Yo, they released an album. I have the album right there. I should have the album right here. Yeah, it came out. The class is doing fine. Still definitely the coolest piece of Hitman swag I have. So thanks for that, Thanks for that, IO. The future of Hitman plot. Into the dumpster! How long does it take to make an escalation? A week or two? Names of the escalations. Yeah, that's something I talked about. Sometimes there's a hidden meaning. Yeah, I can tell. Maybe you should have them make sense in not such a weird way. I've talked about this. More about suits, I don't care. No plans for a sedative syringe. Okay, that's actually a concrete answer. Because the sedative syringe at this point would actually be kind of decent. And actually worth unlocking. Unlike... this thing. Cinematic. Oh yeah, they actually talk about. They did talk about cutscenes and how they're gonna do more in-game stuff like they did with Hunt 2 Port, and that's cool. I think that one had a pretty good cutscene as an intro. Additional starting locations. That was a very wishy-washy answer. That was basically a no, unless there's a massive demand, and I don't think there is. I think there should be, especially in the bonus maps and Patient Zero. Those maps need more starting locations. Especially the Icon. The Icon's default one is really, really bad. Second chances for Season 2 ETs. Yeah, as expected, now confirmed. Anniversary outfits. More outfits, I don't care. Winter Sports Pack. It was pointless, I don't care. Will console players get a chance? Fuck that, I'm not giving that any more attention. And at this point, I really feel like I'm absolutely done with everything there is to possibly cover in Hitman. And it still went on for 3 fucking hours. I don't know how, but I guess I have 3 hours of venting to do about Hitman on a monthly basis these days. That's fine for me. So yeah, I'm gonna call it here, unless anybody has anything else to say, which I doubt. So, thanks for watching. I'll probably do this again next month. Not sure how it's gonna work out because the bank is launching. It'll probably stream the bank by itself, and actually no, if the patch comes out the same day as the bank, then that's gonna be difficult. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But I'll go over patch notes and monthly content and rant about stuff as usual. But until then, or whenever I stream next, probably more streams in the future, by the way. See ya.